All right, everybody, hello. Quinn Rediker, PoliceMotorTraining.com. Today we're going to work on a technique using our feet to help the motorcycle move back and forth. This is really a fundamental building block skill that I want you to work on because we're going to need to use that along with other skills in order to accomplish some of the more advanced stuff that we're going to work on for rapid transitions. So there's really two things we benefit from by using our feet. The first thing is that when you use your feet pushing on the motorcycle to help it move from one side to the other, what we're accomplishing is the weight of our leg, the force that we're using when we push, and let me just kind of show you what this actually would look like, but as I'm pushing on that leg to bring that bike back, all that energy is helping lift the bike. But what it's also doing is if I push hard enough with my legs when I'm bringing this bike back, it's effectively taking my body weight and lifting it up off the seat, however slight. So if you were to see a back-end camera on my motorcycle, what it would look like is this is me and the motorcycle's moving around underneath me, but it would look like I'm sliding back and forth on the seat. I'm not sliding back and forth on the seat. I'm nice and steady pushing with my feet, but my butt is sliding back and forth on top of the seat. So we're accomplishing by using our feet that not only does the motorcycle benefit from the force to lift it back up, but it also doesn't have to carry my weight when it's transitioning back from side to side. So those are some huge benefits as far as speeding up transitions. The second thing that it accomplishes is because the motorcycle's underneath me and I'm using my feet and it's moving back and forth, my horizon line stays nice and level. Okay, versus this, where my horizon line changes as I'm sitting in the saddle. Instead, I'm letting the bike dance underneath me, and I can see perfectly clear, level. My depth perception's better. It effectively kind of slows down the sense of speed that I get when I'm on a course. If this is a practical situation in law enforcement where I'm assisting patrol, say chasing a foot pursuit or something like that, and I'm on the bike, I can dive through stuff, and everything looks nice and level and nice and smooth. So your assessment ability is greater. So I'm going to show you, I'm just going to ride a little bit around here and show you what this looks like. Before I do that, I just want to explain as far as my foot position. So this is my brake side foot, my right foot. Now, I'm going to modulate the rear brake with the ball of my foot. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the peg, the foot peg, here just above the heel. So it's sitting in my boot right in the middle. Because we want to be able to apply force on the motorcycle, but I still want to be able to smoothly, comfortably control the rear brake, okay? Now, this is going to work the same if you have a BMW, if you have a Honda SD1300 or a Kawasaki Concourse. If you have a Harley, that's going to be different. When I ride a Harley, I'm using those platforms. I'm going to use the heel of my boot to push down back and forth on my brake side foot. And then I'm going to still use the ball of my foot to modulate that rear brake. Now on the left side, obviously my BMW just has one lever for downshifting and upshifting. On a Harley, we have those two levers. The front one where we're getting our downshifts, and then that one in the back for upshifts. I would recommend you remove that one. That's what I need to do in order to really get good purchase on the platform, because normally that shifter is in my way. And I would just argue that a potentially dirty boot, because now I have to do some upshifts, and the odds of a higher probability for trophies are better than clean boots. Okay, so up to you, but that's my recommendation. So I'm going to ride around a little bit, and we're going to kind of go through this. It's not complicated. The advantages are absolutely huge, okay? So first thing I want you to notice is the difference. Let's just traditionally, I'm going to come at you, and again, we talk about rapid transitions. So what we're talking about is my lefts and rights. So I'm just coming back like this, right? I got all my body weight. All my body weight is moving left and right. And my clutch control is important because there's a lot more weight committed to falling over. And as we know at slow speed, gravity is not our friend, right? So this is normal, right? Now let's transition to what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. I'm using my feet. But if you notice, when I'm riding away from you, my body is steady. I'm not throwing my body. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this where I'm hanging off the motorcycle. I'm just staying nice and centered, like I said, kind of like a horse jockey in the saddle. Let the motorcycle do everything underneath us. And if you look at my horizon line, where my head and eyes are, they don't move. They're just nice and smooth, right? So what I'm doing is I'm pushing with my feet. That's all I'm doing. And it keeps a nice, smooth horizon line, and it moves the bike around a lot easier. Now, the other component of this is my butt. So what I'm going to do is I'm pushing hard enough that my butt, let me just show you. So my butt is kind of like, this is I'm going to stand, but this is an exaggerated version of kind of what's happening. The motorcycle's moving under me, but I'm staying centered. So my butt is sliding, however slight, on over the top of the seat. Okay, but I'm not doing anything but just sitting right in the middle. You will notice your legs start to burn. That's a good sign. Okay, but where this is really helpful is you feeling comfortable, say doing a tight U-turn, and I'm not committing my weight to the inside of the bike, and my transitions are nice and quick, nice and easy. So work on this. As I said, this is a building block. Two other things. If you have any questions, hit me up. But you will notice, wow, the motorcycle falls over quicker. You will feel more stable because you're not falling over. You're just letting the bike. You ever seen that scene in Jerry Maguire? Help me, help you, right? Help me, help you. That's what I want to say with this motorcycle. It's like, this motorcycle is saying, help me, help you do all these cool things on it that you want to do. So I'm helping it by using my legs. And again, they'll get a nice little leg workout, and that's okay. But work on this drill. I think you'll be surprised at the benefits and the comfort that you have over time. All right, that is it. You have a great day. Thanks.